Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on my fingerstyle arrangement of Wichita Lineman by Jimmy Webb, made famous by Glen Campbell. Beautiful song, one of my favourite songs of all time. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear what it sounds like, go and listen to my cover of it. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I'm going to teach you that all today, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell. Leave me some comments in the comment section. I'd love to know where in the world you're watching this from. I'm just making this video from my home in England. You guys are all around the world, so let me know which country you come from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this to print off or to save, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, so the intro and the first line sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to start off on G3, then G2, D3, D, and then A3. So the first bar, 2 beats rest, so it goes 1, 2, or slowly. Into bar 2 we've got, so it's an F major 7 chord. First finger on E1, nearest to your face. Second finger on B1. Third finger D2. Little finger on G2. And we're going to play the E string, the D, the G and the B strings all at the same time. We then play the E string twice on its own. And then we play the D, G and the B strings. So all without moving the hands. So you've got into bar 3, and I'm going to bar my first finger on the 3rd fret from the A string and play the middle 4 strings, so the A3, the D3, the G3 and the B3. So it's kind of like a B flat over C. Okay, so from the beginning you've got it then plays that intro like the first bar, little line there. Again, and then the next bar, bar number 4, is the same as bar 2. So the first 4 bars sound like this. 1, 2. Into bar 5 and we've got this. So we're going to hit that B flat over C chord again. So first finger just flat on the 3rd fret, play the middle 4 strings. I then play G5, B6, E3 nearest to the floor, then E6. So then another E6, E5, then E3. So you got, with that chord from the beginning of bar 5 goes. Okay, so let's put the whole line together after 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, on to the second line, and we've got this. Okay, so for that, this first chord's a little bit tricky. What I'm doing is I'm barring my first finger, but from E6 nearest to my face, and then the bottom part of my finger I'm holding down E5. So I'm using my first finger sort of a diagonal line. Hopefully that makes sense. So E6 nearest to your face, and then E5 nearest to the floor, all with my first finger. Then my second finger is going to play B6, and 3rd finger on G7. If you struggle to do that, you could just use 2 fingers and just play the E6 and the E5 nearest to the floor and get rid of those other notes, or even perhaps just play the B6 with your second finger, third finger, sorry. Whichever way you prefer to do it. I like to play it like this. Okay, so we hit that first chord, so first finger barred across, and then second finger on B6, third finger on G7. And play them all at the same time, so the E6, the G7, the B6 and the E5. And then use my little finger and play E8. So it goes. And then play the E6 nearest to my face 3 times. So bar 6 goes. Bar 7 goes. So that's open A string with D7 with the third finger and first finger flat across G5 and B5. I then play B6 and then another B8 but with an A string. So you got. I then play an E6 nearest to the floor with an A string, then E5, then B6. So bar 7 goes. Into bar 8 and we've got. So I'm just playing first finger on B1, second finger A3, third finger D3, and little finger on G3. I'm playing them all, kind of, instead of playing it all at the same time, just kind of rake down it like that. You could use your thumb or thumb and fingers. And then play A3 another 3 times. Okay, so the first 3 bars of that line go. Into bar 9 and we go. So this is a D minor 7 chord, first finger barred on the 5th fret, second finger on the B6, third finger on D7. And I'm playing the A5, the D7, the G5 and the B6 at the same time. Then my little finger goes to E8 and plays it twice, and then another E8 but play an A5 on the same at the same time. So we then play open A with first finger flat across G and the B strings at the 5th fret and little finger on E8. Then 2 more E8s. So bar 9. Into bar 10 and go. Which is first finger on A10, third finger flat across the D, G and the B strings on the 12th fret, and then little finger on B13. Okay, and we're going to play the A10, the D12, the G12 and the B13 at the same time. I then play E10. I do it with just barring my first finger. So into the next chord, and we've got first finger on D5, third finger on E7 nearest to the floor, second finger on G7, little finger on B8. We play all those at the same time. Then play B8, then E5. And if you can, do it with your first finger like kind of barred, because we're going to hit the next chord, and ideally you just keep that finger barred from the A string. Okay, so bar 10 goes. And then into the next bar, we've got this, which is a D sus4 chord. First finger A5, third finger flat across D, G and the B strings at the 7th fret, little finger on fret 8 of the B string. And I play the chord and then just the A string and then the chord, the A string, the chord, the A string, the chord, the A string. Hope that makes sense. So that line sort of slightly slowed down goes. On to the next line, and we've got this. Okay, so that first chord is a D chord. First finger A5, third finger flat across D, G, and the B strings at the 7th fret. I then play the E5 5 times, and then B8, and then B7. So bar number 12 goes. Into bar 13, we've got this C add 9 chord. Third finger on B3, second finger on A3, first finger on D2. And you play the middle 4 strings, then the E string, nearest to the floor, then 3 A3s, so it goes. Then into bar 14, play the chord again, E5 twice, then E5 and A3 at the same time, another E5, E3, E2, so bar 14. Into bar 15, and we've got, which is your first finger A2, open G, B3, and E3. You then want to pull off to the E2, and then play a B3. So, and then play A2 3 times. And bar 16 there, which is A1 with open D, G3 and B3. 2 B3s. I then move my hand up and bar my first finger on the 3rd fret on the bottom 3 strings. So you've got G3, B3, and then my little finger or 3rd finger on E5. And then play E3 and then E2. So bar 16. So the whole line. And the last line goes. So to play that bar 17, we're going to start with second finger on E2, first finger on G2, third finger on B3, and then add the little finger onto E3 nearest to the floor as well. And we're going to play the open A string with G2, B3 and E3. Pull off to the E2 and then play a B3. And then 3 A strings. So bar 17. Into bar 18, and we've got open A with D2, open G and B3. And then it goes, which is G7, open E, 2 G7s, and then E10. So bar 18. Into the next bar, and ideally if you can hold that 10 on and keep that going, that would be great. And we're going to bar my first finger on the 6th fret, and then second finger on G7, and I play the E6, the G7 and the B6 at the same time. I then play the E string another 7 times. So into bar 20, and I've got this C chord, which is your first finger on E6, second finger on G9, third finger A10, little finger D10. And you're going to play the top 4 strings and then just play the E8 another 7 times. And then it goes back down to this B flat chord. Bar your first finger on the 6th fret, second finger G7, little finger on D8. And you're going to play that and then play the E string another 7 times. So that last line will go. It then repeats back up to the first line, and actually repeats back to bar 5, and then you just play it all the way through, and then that's the whole song. Don't forget, if you want to hear it played all the way through, check out my cover. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, press that notification button, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, and if you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off of this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.